Hi there. Thanks for stopping by. This is Michelle, and today is Wednesday Wipeout, August the 6th. Wednesday Wipeout is a year-long crochet along hosted by Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, where we work through the book A Year of Dishcloths by Maggie Weldon. I got my book off of Amazon, but I don't. Last few times I've looked, they are not selling the physical copy, but you can still get a digital download of the book on Amazon, and you'll have to just kind of look around for other sellers if you want to purchase it. Uh, Before I bought mine, I actually had checked it out at the library to see if I was interested in it. I liked it. Didn't make anything, but I liked it, and so I put it in my Amazon cart, and then Laura announced the year-long crochet along. So I got it, and it's been almost a year. So Laura, first of all, this book is divided into seasons, and Laura will write down all the patterns in the season that we're working on, and each week she'll randomly draw one. So it's not in order, but we do know it's going to be that season. So we are in the fall, and last week she drew, let me get to the page and I can show you. She drew the Fancy Heart by Janine O'Brien. So not all of this is Janine's what hers looks like. Not all of the patterns obviously are made by or designed by Maggie Weldon. Maggie Weldon has a blog that she had a friendly competition with where they designed a dishcloth a week for the entire year. People would submit their dishcloths, and Maggie's team voted on the top ones, and the top 52 made it into this book. So most of the designs are by Maggie Weldon, but not all of them. And like I said, this one is by Janine O'Brien. So I'm not quite sure how this little heart fit in with fall, but it was a fun one to make. I don't know that I would use it as a dishcloth because it's quite holey, and if you've been around a while, you know I don't like holey washcloths or dishcloths. So because it was fall, I did not want to use pink, so I did it. I used also, let me say this, the recommended hook for this is a 5mm, and they recommended you use 50 yards of pink and 25 yards of the white. I wanted to go with some of my scraps to use them up, so I took several that I had, and the one that was the closest was this. This is a Premier Just Cotton that I got at the $1.25 store back when it was just $1. And this is coming off more yellow, more orange, like a tangerine orange. It's not. It's more of is it red or is it orange kind of a color. I believe, I don't remember the name of the color. It doesn't have its dress anymore. But they did name it something like a fire orange, or fire red, or something like that. They called it a red, but it is definitely orange leaning. So they said that they recommended 50 yards of the pink. Well, I had 47 yards, or I'm sorry, I had, let me see, let me go back. No, okay, so it said that it wanted a gram, which was 50 yards of the cotton, according to her recommendations. So I put my scraps on my scale, and I was 2 grams shy of an ounce. And so what I decided to do, normally instead of using the 5mm hook, I usually go down to my 4.5 clover or more, but I wanted to be sure that I didn't run out of yarn, and clearly I did not. So, but I've dropped it down even more to my clover or more 4 is what I used on it. And then for the edging, I did not want to use just the plain white because, you know, I didn't think it would go as well. So I used ivory. This is, as you see, this is Crafter's Secret cotton. And it is made in Turkey. It's a 4-weight, 100% cotton. The ball is a 2.5 ounce or 71 grams, which is 120 yards or 109 meters. It is a machine wash, tumble dry, iron on low, do not bleach, and you may use solvent A. It recommends a 5mm crochet hook or 4.5 knitting needles. So I used this one for the edging, and this is what mine ended up, this side, looking like. So it turned out nice. Picots are not my favorite, but they're not my favorite to make, but they have their purpose, and I do use them a lot. Now again, this, for me, I would not use this as a dishcloth or a washcloth because I don't want my fingers going through my stuff. I don't like that. Yucky, yucky, yucky. But it is cute. So it could have some other purposes. You could maybe use it for a bib for the baby. You could, and this will probably end up just being something like that to wipe a baby's mouth with or something once they're through eating. And my grandson, he'll be 6 months old in about a week, and he likes to spit. He gets his mouth full of saliva and just spits it out. It blows bubbles. So it's very entertaining. And it's very messy. So yeah, so we'll probably keep a lot of these dishcloths handy. So next week, Laura will be drawing, well, later today, she'll be drawing for us to do one to reveal for next week. And we're quickly coming to a close. We only have a handful of dishcloths left in this book. Literally, we have 5 dishcloths left, and the whole book will have been done. So far, I have made every one of them. I don't see that changing. I think I will work through the whole book. My challenge for myself was to try to make it as close to what they recommend, because I don't always follow instructions. And for the most part, I've done that, other than, you know, changing colors or different hook size. For the most part, I've done. There are a few that I didn't, but for the most part, I have. So go over to Laura's channel and check her out. She usually tells us how she was roped into doing this, hosting this, and at the end she makes a slideshow of all of the pictures of the dishcloths that people have sent in. So it's interesting to see everybody's take on it. There are a lot of really neat projects that people make. Oftentimes there are a few people who do multiples, and there are some people who turn it into something totally different. So that's always a fun thing to watch and see what people do. Also, because this is coming to an end, Laura is getting ready to start a new crochet along, and she is dropping hints. Apparently it has something to do with your name. So with that, I am going to let you go, but I do recommend you going over to Laura's channel and see what kind of shenanigans she's going to be up to next. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.